Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Jax, but today we're going to draw you in four crazy different styles that you, my community, chose in a recent live.
Why this though? Seems
You'll get used to Jax. Now on to the drawing.
On in. So as you can see, what I'm doing here right now is basically I'm just going to show you how I finish up the sketches that you guys see before the whole video comes out.
A lot of you have asked for drawing tutorials, so I wanted to include this part of the live.
So what I like to do is I basically work very lightly and just kind of loosely throw in the basic shapes. And then I'm looking to refine my lines. Basically make sure that everything is kind of where I wanted it to be. Also, one thing I like to do is work left to right, so this way nothing gets smudged. And if I ever have to change something, I can change it. If something feels off, I can always adjust. And I'm not really too much focused on all of the details because there's going to be lots of intricate folds inside, well, all of the dress that it is. So you're going to see all these wrinkles and all these folds and bevels and whatnot. We don't want to go too crazy with the details because a lot of it's going to get erased, it's going to get rearranged, etc. I think I'm going to give it a slight bend because of the way the character. I do want to make sure that even though it might look funky, that all four are kind of represented on equal sections, if you will.
The first effect that we are going to go with today is the wooden effect, and it was chosen by Noobs Gaming, who actually became my very first channel member. So shout out into the comments section, give Noobs Gaming a huge W, and seriously, thank you so much for being my very first channel member.
So the way I like to do my effects, I like to make them look a little bit more realistic, and by doing so, what we're gonna do is, even though we had this beautiful, nice sketch, I'm gonna just take off the excess layer of graphite. We can still see it, but we'll take off. Always good to have test piece of papers. It'll save you a lot of time when you're trying to figure out colors. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So whenever I'm doing a wood style, I almost map it out cartoon style, which is to kind of just sit and take each section and color it like this, because I want each one to look like its own piece of like wood, essentially like a wood piece that's like almost like puzzle pieces except individual pieces of wood. And then this way I can still understand what the overall design is when I kind of outline it. So as you can see, it kind of looks like it has its base layers in. And I'm going to treat each section a little bit differently. I want to try just different things. Maybe I'll do one section in color pencil, maybe I'll do all of it in alcohol marker. I'm just going to kind of feel my way around and see which style fits for each section. So like a quick cartoon way to do a wooden effect, so take a paint pen with a brush and just kind of give a little squiggle like this. And you can do that as much or as little as you want. I would do it if I was a beginner. Now let's kind of develop the whole thing. We're going to use the bends and the folds inside of the maid outfit for all these little tight concentric bits of wood that you would see in reality. And we do want to consider that there are darker spots and lighter spots. We don't just make them all one color, so I'll actually add some of that back here as well. Same thing up here. When it comes up, it might go up more and it might fade, but it's going to have spots that are naturally darker and lighter. And this is how I like to do the wood effect. It has that nice little translucence. You can really show the dimension of the form by wrapping with these like little mini curves around. It showcases the form, in my opinion, a lot better. But if you want to use paint pens and do a very acrylic-based cartoon style, you can go ahead and do that as well. You can go ahead and do that as well.
And now that I've touched the basics, let's complete the whole section. Now I kind of went about this video in a little bit of reverse order. I really wanted to give you guys a in-depth tutorial of my art process and how I go through the characters. And a lot of you have been asking for drawing tutorial content, so I hope this information was helpful. And if it was, then please do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe button, so you never miss out on another piece. Now, let's get on to the next section.
With this one complete, we're going to go on to here. To help with the neon style, always make sure that you can see paint's coming off. Wait till it kind of thoroughly dries before you go on to any application. What I like to do is I like to add a very thin white line because I like my neon effects to almost be reminiscent of like neon song. You might be able to see all these nice little lines that are coming through the black. So that way when we go over.
Now here's a really simple tip for everyone at home. When you're using your paint brushes, do make sure you add a second layer. But once again, we want to make sure they thoroughly dry, and that's how you're going to get those super smooth acrylic paint pen effects.
And I think I'm going to do the pixel effect. Now, I am adherent. I do not use this. I don't like, it's like bad. No, we don't use rulers to do our pixel effects. It's not to say that you shouldn't. If you're a young artist or if you want a little bit more geometry, then go ahead. I am not faulting you for using it. We need pixels. And that's how we're going to create them, by using this little chisel.
Now for this particular section of the pixel effect, I basically kept it simple and smooth, like those old school NES games that I played as a kid. That's how I think of pixels. I really don't think about the more advanced pixels. And by the way, how'd that book get there? Yep, that is my book. And if you'd like to help me out, I'll drop it in the description. You could always purchase it. I've explained about it many a times, but it is on Amazon and it is my passion project.
We're going to do a realistic horror. It's a blend of the two, but we'll call it horror, but we're going to add a little more realism. Since his hand's already here, we're going to make it feel like his face is just peeling his eyeball out of its socket. Mainly because I like just doing creepy horror, goofy stuff.
So this is going to be a speed through of the horror section, mainly because, well, there's not a lot to specifically say about how I went about it that I didn't actually explain in the wooden section. I basically just ramped up the creepiness and didn't go too much in for the gore effects itself, but I really love using a simple ink wash pen to accentuate all my darks and then work colors over the top. That's just how I like to do my horror. It kind of gives it an impressionistic flair, but it's not really too much about the details here. It's more about the concept sketch, and I just love the way this deranged concept sketch came out, and I made it really look like a demented version of Jax, like that didn't get abstracted but rather went insane. And just before you know it, the sketch is complete, the whole drawing is finished, and we have finished another episode. What was your favorite section? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I shall see you all in the next video.